We are at the Derby Railway Technical Centre on the new Just Trains route. Good morning, driver. Prepare your cab and proceed to Derby Station for a short stop before heading for Sheffield. So this is the Derby Rail RTC. So this is normally full of 37s, Mark IIs, all that kind of good stuff. Even some snowplow. I'm just going to pause my game just to check that I am recording. I am recording. We must confirm this. I don't know why I do the voice. And why am I going to the folder? It's this folder here. I'm the dumb cop. Yeah, I'm recording. That's good. I just realised I might have been doing that voice entirely to myself. 222, 230. I need to go to Sheffield. So we've actually got the road. I should have really been moving. Yeah, we are running somewhat later than I'd like. Got the 15 start limit. But yeah, I definitely want to make some scenarios based at the technical centre here. I think it's on, I've seen some on satellite. You look at this area here, and this is literally just full of 37s and stuff. This is Church Line Works. So this is where the S8s were built. This is where loads of trains have been built over the times. And then this is the Midland. And then this is another work site over here. Actually, I'm going to say that's Church Line. That's a different one. Got the good old dog box here. I'm just checking that. Yeah, the tail lamps weren't on. So we've just got the Major Wales pack there. So yeah, I've picked up a few new bits of DLC for Train Sim today, which is actually really good. I can feel as well, and I don't know what this is, but it just feels like the trains were like, I don't know if this is something since latest Train Sim, but I feel like I'm rocking from side to side in the cab a lot more than you normally would. So we're in Derby Station. A minute till we stopped here, and then from there got the Just Trains Voyager over here, the 220. 220? Yeah, it's a 220 with the new add-ons. This is based around May of this year, by the way, this scenario. And then we've got the new updated Class 222. 222023. Which doesn't bear any nameplates, I don't believe. No, it doesn't. There goes the 222. So I'm just going to do a little bit of fast forwarding. Those Voyagers are really quite quick off blocks. Have you noticed? I just never feels that fast when I'm the one driving. There we go, that's to my most recent videos uploaded. Okay, and I'm going to go notch 3 power. So there's a load, and I mean an absolute load of new assets been built for this route. I'm going to try and get it up in front of me. I'm just going to read the manual as we drive, and we'll sort of try and bounce between the two, eh? Midland Main Line. Leave. And then I'm going to open up the new tab. Oh no, it's done it. So, Midland Main Line, Sheffield to Derby. £24.99 is the cost of the route. That ain't cheap. Now, I've seen some of the dev stuff. Not a great deal, gotta be honest. You know, in an ideal world, I would like to know some more. So let's have a look through. So, introduction. It runs from Sheffield via Dorden, Totley, Drunfield, Chesterfield, Belper, Duffield, Derby is sort of the route. 37 miles, and it comes with 15 standard scenarios. We'll get the proceed aspect too. Okay, maybe not. No, I said we would. Let's go per ahead and notch 3, which is a notch 2, even, which would be a nice slow acceleration. So, train sim requirements are the EU asset pack and the scenarios stuff. So, like, for example, APMTU pack, stuff like that. We're in 64-bit mode. We strongly advise you run Train Simulator in 64-bit mode to enhance its stability. And then it walks through how to do that. Updates. So, I'm doing it the wrong way around. But there's some screenshots. The manual is actually really nicely done. So there's some screenshots in here of all the sort of notable things that will pass. So really we need to go to the other end. You can see there's so many notable assets here. So that was Church Lane. So that was Derby RTC. So that rip. I'm just going to go in notch 2. So yeah, that was London Bridge Road, Derby Power Signal Box, Chaddesden Yard. So yeah. So quite a bit of stuff really. So yeah, we left the technical centre. I didn't notice that the Health Club of Derby, Pride Park Stadium. These are sort of fair distances away. That'll probably be... no. But yeah, so you can see it's nicely done. And also there's... which I just really like the fact that there's not miles and miles of assets been placed in. I really do like that a lot. No, that's good. So we're on the down main now. I believe these are point motors. But the amount of assets that have been created for this, and it's just stuff that I've seen. Yeah, I think even this building we're passing here. M. Thomas Management Limited. Like, that looks like a new asset. It's going to be brilliant. The amount of stuff from here that's going in straight into the common library. It's brilliant. A few people have commented on the V use in this, and I quite like it. Oh, that bridge that's going to be a custom asset. That's got to be a custom asset, right? The bridge. Haha. That's cool. So what's this bridge? What's its significance? Etchers Park. Oh, we missed that. Derby College, Hotel Derby. Oh no, that was Etchers Park was right next to the technical centre. That's what we saw. Derby, Pride Parkway Bridge, Derby Bus Depot, St Mary's Bridge. The road bridge has 3 arches, under each of which a railway line passes. A modern arch footbridge is located to one side of the approach to the bridge. I'm going to grab a screenshot. As we pass through here. So yeah, we are going to miss a lot of the stuff, but at the end of the day, this is a first look, not a look at everything there is to do with this and more, you know what I mean? So the dual ambers. Really, I can go up to notch 5 now. So we've got St Mary's. Red Sol Bridge is the next thing we're going to look out for, but you can see there's just loads here. Loads and loads of new stuff, which I really like. There we go, yeah, we're clearing to greens now, so we can keep accelerating. A Voyager can accelerate us massively. That's a cool bridge. That's Common Library Bridge. This is Breadsaw Bridge. See, I love the amount of assets that have been used, of new assets here. It really changes the feel of the route. And so this has been heavily worked on by Mark Walker and Tom Harrison. And ever since they've come to JT, I feel there's just been a real step change in the quality of work we've seen coming out of them. Just going to work my way down to the bottom of the manual. We don't care about copyright info. Yes, so route development, Mark Walker, custom objects, Alexander Penfield, William Steed, Tom Williams, scenarios by Ash Clark, Tom Harrison and Mark Walker, quick drives by Max Mortimer, and then the stuff from there. So yeah, I say I really like it personally. I do. I'm not going to go through the scenarios because there's quite a few. You can explore that in your own time. So yes, mainly just covering the assets at this point. I'm just going to knock the power to widely. Yeah, see, we're catching them up. I know these are just longer signal sections. So, Officers Derby we've missed, Hotel Derby, Bredsall Junction, we've just passed that. Next thing we're coming out for is Duffield Station and Poetry Bridge. Which is this bridge straight ahead of us here, that's Poetry Bridge at Duffield, I believe. No correction, that's not it there, my apologies. This is actually a really nice drive. This is obviously the first real coverage we've had of the Midland route. And what I like is it's 37 miles and they've called it Midland Mainline. Let's look at their previous content that JT's been releasing lately. Great West, Western Main Lines. We now have pretty much the entire Great Western route, everything except the Newbury route, which arguably most trains west of Bristol, most London to west of Bristol trains take. But still, we'll gloss over that. But and I feel as though what's coming next are some really nice expansions for this route, and that's generally what I'm hoping for. Is we get some really nice long routes that we can, and get a nice long drive. And, maybe we go all the way down as far south as Bedford. Maybe we get a merge with the Bedford route. I'm just going to step 2. Nice early braking in. So yeah, Sheffield DSS down something. Slow. This is Belper, I believe we're approaching here. I'm just going to tab out and fly ahead just so we can have a look at Belper. Derwent Valley. What I'm actually going to do is next time I get a second, I'm going to grab because Don Coffey, who does a lot of cab ride videos, recently did one in a 222 all the way from. He went up to Sheffield, didn't he? He must have. Yeah, he did basically a run full length. I'm just thinking about it. I've never actually seen the new measurement train go past at speed. Only ever seen it either stationary in Central Station in Newcastle. Okay, so that's actually designed to be like that. That's a bit strange, but okay. Ooh, Jen. Just shows how much shorter the new measurement train is than other HST power cars. Mwah, mwah, mwah. No, come on. When I flag that to them. Is there a driver in this end as well? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Fail. So the issue I have is the driver's sitting in the back of the train for some reason. So, you know, and that obviously wouldn't be a thing. That would conventionally happen. Just a really long signalling sector. I think that's why we had the issue. Here comes a 222 coming the other way. He's crawling. Yeah, I think this scenario might be one of the less than ideal ones. Yeah, so that's. Let me just get the train codes written down. So if I centre on player, 1 Charlie 27. And what was the 1 Victor 48? Yeah, that's, as I say, they should be travelling at, you know, that's 2 little bugs there, because he was travelling slower, so I think he starts a little bit late, but I'll flag it to them. And green, green, green. I think that is the kind of stuff that you notice. Let's do some flyby shots. That's been a nice little screenshot, I think. Yeah, it's just in the wrong place. Let's just do a proper fly pass shot, not actually take any screenshots on this pass. Also something I've noticed. I like the detail in this. I'm not sure if this is AP track or a new JT track, but the actual like clips that are in there and done properly. I like that. You look at some routes, it's just, you don't even get the detail of the clips, you just get sleepers and rails. I have to say, JT routes, they're up there now. They used to be sort of a bit. If you look, for me, it's like the original Western Main Line sectors. It was good because you could drive a train all the way from Bristol to Kings. But it wasn't good because it's a bit. It wasn't, it was something where the standard hadn't really evolved. From the very old routes. Whereas now, it's fabulous. I mean, even things like the track, or the vegetation. I know the colour blend isn't quite right and all that, but I actually quite like the VP track as you go past it. VP grass, sorry. Obviously, when I've been doing scenery building myself, I've been using a combination of VP and default JT. But you can't complain about this. I think this is quite easy. Excluding Wary Lines, which I think Wary Lines is a brilliant route, don't get me wrong, but it's a branch line, or it's a combination of a few branch lines bonded together. That's fair enough. What this is a main line, and if they can make 100 mile, well, if they can start linking routes together, which I know they will, then hey, this is going to be pretty spectacular. You've got things like the catenary. I know as well, for example, what was I going to say? A lot of things like the AWS magnets, the grids along the sides of the track, that's all done from a cab ride. So, when they've been building the route, they've been watching a cab ride video and gone, right, pause it here, put this in. That's what it looks like from the track. It's really, really good. In a few miles we're going to pass Clay Cross, and that has an interesting feature which I'll show you guys. Even like the little sort of trackside, all the sort of little trackside details that aren't sort of speed signs and stuff. HST 110, I like that. Because those are the more traditional methods of signage. Plunging into the tunnel. I absolutely love the detail. It feels like a route that really some care's gone into it, and someone who wanted to make a good job to build the route. It feels like less of a financial exercise, more of a passion project. And also the design of the tunnels, I find that nice and interesting and quirky. Like that is going to be the thumbnail. Next interesting feature you'll notice, we'll go on a right-hand curve, and it will, on a right-hand curve, going through Clyde Cross, I think it's a right-hander, and there's a station there, and it has a signal just after it, which is usually would have a red aspect if we had to proceed. So to stop drivers confusing which signal was which, there's actually a grid there to block you from seeing the red signal, which is really quite cool. I definitely want to route learn this route. Now I did this, when I did this, I've watched a video of this route, but I sort of listened to it more than watched it, going the other way, so I've got a little bit of an idea of the layout as well. I think it's quite across that thing there. Well, oh, mustn't be. Oh well. Also, the frame rate on this route is surprisingly good. 40 to 50 FPS. Yeah, if that Voyager's had any stops, we're going to get stuck behind him now. If this is a single amber aspect, I'm going to stamp on the brakes. Yeah, single amber. Crooked Spire. This is Chesterfield we're approaching now. So Chesterfield, as you can see, has a crooked spire, and apparently it was built in a dodgy way, but it just looks cool. So I think that's why they've left it, because basically they use unseasoned timber, I think, and lead to build the roof, and it just the way it heats, it basically ends up just twisting like that. I like these assets as well: Batalan, Grantano, Vets at Work, Barry's. I like that. Yeah, like things like this, I'm really like, ooh, cool little roundabout. It's really quite cool. But yeah, this is Chesterfield. Oh, we've got Banky and Fennies. I'm trying to see if I can get a screenshot including the Banky and Fennies. Okay, I was going to say, like, I'd be surprised had that not been included. Let's do it from this angle. Yeah, I've got to be ready on the draw. Yeah, we've got a single amber on the departure, so that means we've not caught up that majorly, basically. So if I was to take it from this sort of angle, there we go. Banking pennies. But no, I do like the assets as well, with things like the shops and the food outlets. I do like that because it just adds a little extra variety to routes, you know. The pub arms. But every single pub built in the last 20 years in England looks like this. Oh, that's a really good bridge to get a screenshot with. Yes, we have Chesterfield behind. Actually, there's another interesting quirk. Chesterfield station itself's quite cool. We sort of glossed over this one. Chesterfield. But as well, there's like a footpath to take you to the other platform. And you can just tell, again, this is all customish built. I think it's just kit bashed in terms of railings and stuff, but it's cool, okay? It's cool. Actually, I don't think that's part. Yeah, I think this is a kit bashed station because you can see there's like interior walls here, which the woods wouldn't be there if it wasn't kit bashed. But that's good. I like it. Green, green, green. And only 10 miles left to Sheffield now. But it is just a very nice little route. You can see. That's vaguely what it looks like. Yeah, so it wasn't... What's the name of this place? Doran Totley. So it's Doran Totley that has... It's about there, really. That's the weird grate. That was one that I'm also at the point now. I know it's just a grate, but it's just a quirky way of dealing with an issue. You've got Sheffield Depot. What actually lives at Sheffield Depot? Google Maps, nice. Sheffield Train Depot. I should Google Maps that. It's a good way to figure out what's usually based at a depot is if you just Google Maps. And then, whoop. And then, go satellite mode. It appears empty in the Google Maps. Check the branding on this side. Normally they're quite well branded. Railway depots are at least. It has it's literally it's a depot with a funeral parlour attached to it effectively. Which, you know, I find that kind of funny. In a weird sort of way. That's really weird. There's no branding on the gate. Normally it's like Arriva train care, you know what I mean? Something like that. It probably will be a Network Rail depot. Actually, no, Network Rail's usually quite well branded too. Interesting. Let's ask Flickr. Yeah, it's the Hope Valley to Manchester, to and from Manchester to Sheffield. That was closed for a while due to issues with the dam, shall we say, in the late summer. It's interesting that we have, that's definitely a rail, this asset here. That bar there would only be on a road bridge. So that's definitely a rail bridge asset converted to, you know, well, an underbridge asset converted to be an overbridge, I have to say it that way. So Sheffield Depot has got two pictures and that's off trends. So yeah, we've got coverage here that we won't need. Let's use Sheffield Station as an option and try and find something. There we go. Turns out I can't spell the word Sheffield. So it's Julander's cautioning us of the approach. So there's Tynesley, which that's not Tynesley. Wait, was that Tynesley Depot? Potentially. I need to figure out where Tynesley was. I thought Tynesley was in the I'll just give it a nice swift brake application. That looks cool. I'm just going to tell this is. That looks very model railway. Okay, it's a dangerous type we're going up against. See that grate? That's designed to obscure. Yeah, we got this. It's designed to obscure that aspect. I think it's a bit of fence. Yeah, it's a bit of fence, but... Oh! I thought we had it, we don't have it. I've christened the route on my first run, I've spat it out. I'm going to reverse back past that signal. Just check where it is and it was in relation to... So that wasn't it. Definitely wasn't Tynesley. Interesting. We've got a nice 158 coming the other way. Where's he off to? Oh, he's one of the Liverpool Line Street services. Nice. He's probably doing a Norwich Liverpool. Surprising he doesn't go off down that line. To be fair, I've taken that long shoving back past this, I'm probably going to be utterly fine. Oh, maybe not. Right, Sheffield, only 4 miles away now. What's that driver doing in the signal sector ahead? Is he glaking? Glaken, or Glaken, with the Geordie, the Northernism. I hesitate to use the term Geordieism nowadays. Nowadays. I think we're going to have a train crossing in front of us, that's what's going to happen. Just going to... Another Liverpool Lime Street service. 158862. Sheffield Station, let's see. Oop, I was glaking then. Maybe 158. Off into Door and Totley, not stopping. Quite a nice little, yeah, the detail just ends here, but yeah, nice little route. No, nothing noted on there, which is interesting. Let's see. Yeah, no mention of the word depot in the Wikipedia article. Oh well, I tried. Right, let's pay attention. I think my game's taking a dump. If I go... Oh, that's a bug. Basically, what this does is this is the various detail levels. So that's lowest detail level. That's maximum detail level. And because I'm running one below max, what you need to do is I can fix it my route without having to do any of the fixes. That's really strange. Never mind. But yeah, you basically can just use the slider to see what the route looks like in various situations. I don't understand that. Anyway, we're nearly there now. Very nearly there. Of course, the last section in. Step on a brake application on. So that's quite a... And again, we're now getting into Sheffield proper here. So some really nice... There's an underbridge coming up which we want to get some screenshots from. Ooh, canal bridge. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Macaro, not macro, Macaro. Like that. Yeah, 15 limit on the station approaches. A single end, but that means we're right about a mile away. Oh, we'll just keep this going nice and slowed. We'll go down to, well, if you... Ooh, it could actually be for an indication of our pathing. If it wants us onto Sheffield DSS, which, yeah. Sheffield carriage sidings, It's confusing, I wonder. I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out. That is another asset, that thing. That is a salt dome, so a rock salt is stored in that. driving the 142 before this, and that thing brakes so much better than this. Yeah. Oh, spad's approved. We've got a path. Got a little bit of juice back into the train. We've got another shopping centre here, B&Q, known as D&Q Warehouse. Yeah. What else have we got? My mum actually went to university in Sheffield, so I've been to parts of it. I'm tempted to say it's one of these buildings over here. Why are these here? Like, I know they're asset blocks, so they don't do that much damage, but still, we don't need them. Like, one of the buildings up in that area, I think, was the university. I actually know it was a lot further away from the station than that. So I know we had to go on the tram. We've got Shire. Really? Shire? BRB, I'm just going to load the CAD up for ARP and put warrants out for Tom Harrison and Mark Walker actually I don't know whose asset that would have been, so I'm going to go Mark Walker, Tom Harrison and co. Ooh, it's a nice tunnel asset. Ooh. There we go. I'm gonna get the speed down now. Yeah, I'm a bit quick. Oh well. Oh dear. How sad. And welcome to Sheffield Station. So that is going to do it for this little first look review, whatever you want to call it these days, of the new Just Trains Sheffield to Derby route. I have to say I'm very, very impressed by what they've come up with. It is on the expensive side, absolutely, but I personally think it's worth every penny, even just for the assets included within. You know, there's, but it's such a well-built route. It's frankly what I'd say. I'd call it well-built. There's attention to detail, which is just what for me that's something I really look for. Attention to detail, and there's all right. We saw a few mistakes in the scenarios that we did, but we could have seen a heck of a lot worse. A little bit of soft plug there, JT. I think I should allow it. How far north does the line go? Okay, a little ways. Yeah, not very. So, but you can still, could still be on a train, coming south into Sheffield, probably from Leeds or something. We've even got a 158 up here, look at that. Oh, just look at it. This thing has cheese brakes. So we've got a path stop here for a while. But yes, so no, definitely go out and buy this thing. Absolutely 100% freaking go out. Go out, buy it, treat yourself. Get one for your wife, get one for your mother. Get, really, really handy little route. Glad I bought it now. So I was a little bit apprehensive because £25 is still a lot of money. It would have been, what's £25 these days? Quite a bit, really. So yeah, but it's awesome. Anyway, well done, well done this morning, driver. And I want to go report those bugs now. Right, see you guys later. Bye.